Assalamualaikum. Today we are going to presenting about Starbucks company. My name is Rafika and I am going to introduce about Starbucks company. As you can see here, this is the timeline for the Starbucks company. In 1971, Cherry Baldwin, Zeph Siegel, and Gordon Boker opened the first store in Seattle. The three founders had passion for coffee and tea and aimed at providing coffee to a large number of restaurants and bars. In 1980, Howard Schultz joined Starbucks as the Director of Retail Operations and Marketing. He was the Vice President and General Manager of Hammarbyt, which is a Swedish maker of styling kitchen equipment and houseware products. He was inspired by the business philosophy of Boker and Baldwin and expressed his desire to be part of Starbucks enterprise. While in 1982, Howard viewed brought about the change in the direction of Starbucks, where he was bubbling over with a lot of ideas, and the biggest one is in 1983 when he was on business trip to Milan, Italy. As he walked down several espresso bars in Italy, he noticed that each bar has a different ambience, character and style. This made Howard realize that there was something missing at Starbucks and recommended to the founder of Starbucks to serve customers with fresh brew coffee, cappuccino, and espresso. In 1990, the company expanded in Seattle headquarters and took steps to increase resources, opening a new roasting plant. In the early 90s, in order to build relationship and expand venture, the company looked forward to develop organization vision to progress further. By the end of the year 1992, Starbucks had grown to 165 outlets. Starbucks also accelerated its expansion from the 27 million and it had rises from the stock. It expanded its location span from Seattle to Vancouver and nationally from US to Canada. The location span expansion had a cluster pattern with a vision to increase awareness of Starbucks local brand and enabling customers to find a Starbucks anywhere in their town. Starbucks had established its names and stand in the market, opening for the 676 store in 1995. In 1996, Starbucks had entered the international market by opening stores in Japan, Hawaii, and Singapore in joint venture with Sazebay in which. By the end of the year 2000, Starbucks had ventured into countries from England to China to Australia with over 3,300 stores, and by the last quarter of 2008, the total international store reached 5,113 and 11,567 stores in United States. Now let's move on to Starbucks products. Starbucks has various products, which is drinks, fresh food, and merchandise. For drinks, it has variety of drinks which are espresso, Starbucks latte, Starbucks mocha, Starbucks cappuccino, and Tazo teas. For the fresh food, it has sandwich, muffin, pastry, and dessert. Same goes to merchandise. It has a lot of merchandise which are mugs, tree brewing equipment, tumbler, and metal straws. All these items you can get in the Starbucks store. Now move on to performance management system use. There are three types of system use, which are total quality management system, value chain system, and just-in-time system. First of all, total quality management system is a situation where all business functions involved in process of continuous quality improvement. The main aim of this system is to provide customer satisfaction as well as to ensure there's continuous effort to maintain the quality of cooperation. Therefore, it comes as no surprise that one of the top goals in the mission statement is to satisfy customers and promote a good corporate citizenship. For example, the standard procedure of coffee brewing that Starbucks has imposed on all its outlets. In order to ensure the quality of coffee, the company has produced a coffee manual that is available at all of its 16,000 plus outlets, guiding them on how to brew the coffee and make it special in a Starbucks way. By standardizing the quality of the coffee, it shows the importance Starbucks places on the quality and its product as well as customer satisfaction. The second performance management system that applied by the Starbucks is the just-in-time system, which defined as a system that produces the required item at the required quality and in the required quantities at the precise time they are required. The last one is the value chain system. Is another performance management system that's been practiced by Starbucks. From the purchasing of coffee beans right up to processing it and delivery the hot cup of coffee to the customer, the entire process is incorporated into a value chain system. The value chain starts from the plantation workers in the estate that produce and export the coffee. Next is Starbucks Corporation organizational structure types and characteristics, which are four of them, which are functional hierarchy, geographic division, and product-based division, and team. For functional hierarchy, the structure refers to grouping based on business function, while geographic division, which are based on physical location of operation. Besides, Starbucks has product-based division in its organizational structure. This division address product lines. And lastly, teams are used in different parts of Starbucks Coffee's organizational structures.
Next, I will explain about organization policies in human resource management for Starbucks. There are several elements in this part, which are recruitment and selection policy of Starbucks, reward policy of Starbucks, and employee development plan of Starbucks. First is recruitment and selection policy of Starbucks. In recruitment and selection policy of Starbucks, the process of this part in Starbucks is by interviewing the candidates, in which they also attend the sessions of coffee tasting, and the terms and conditions are being developed. After pass the interview, Starbucks will train their employees first before the final selection of the candidates who match with the requirement needed. Starbucks also asks their recruiters to send gift cards of Starbucks to its job applicants, whether they are selected or not, as they must treat the employee as customers for the company. The mission of the Starbucks is to provide the employees the opportunity to develop themselves. In this part, the job description and job specification is significant for the recruiters to select the best candidates for the job. For instance, in job description, the employee must possess an outgoing personality and great customer skills, while for the job specification is employee need to have strong operational skills in a customer service environment. Second is reward policy of Starbucks. In rewards policy of Starbucks, The benefits or rewards that Starbucks provide to its employee is free medical care, which includes vision, dental care facilities, and life insurance. Next, the company will give coffee and tea markup. Partners are eligible to receive a free coffee or tea markup every week. Each week, they may select 1 pound of whole bean coffee with certain exceptions or substitute 1 box of 12 coffee pots, and it will be continuing for 3 months. Then, the rise in salaries of employees is based on their performance evaluations that will be conducted semi-annually. Starbucks also has implemented a program of Green Apron. Green Apron book is provided to every partner that contains the values of the company, desired behaviors, and peers recognition cards. Last but not least is Employees Development Policy of Starbucks. Last but not least is Employee Development Policy of Starbucks. In Employee Development Policy of Starbucks, they has created training and learning programs for new as well as existing employees. The employees are provided refresher courses in order to align their skills with industry customer demands. In training programs that Starbucks offer to its employees include customer dealing techniques, coffee making workshops, customer care programs, and others. Moreover, for the professional development plan, the employees of Starbucks are responsible for creating the Starbucks environment for customer. This is accomplished by providing magnificent customer service by delivering quality beverage and products, maintaining cleanliness, as well as promote the value, missions, and culture of the Starbucks company. In addition, I also will explain about Starbucks performance appraisal form. There are 2 stages to do the performance appraisal. First is to measure the job performance, and second is to share the feedback with the employees. First stages is to measure job performance. In Starbucks, they use a term called customer comment card as a way to measure the job performance of their employees. Customer comment card is a survey answered by Starbucks customers regarding their thoughts on both employees and services, as well as the products. This is a good way to evaluate the performance of employees, as it is very objective approach. Customers generally does not know the employees personally. For instance, in many Starbucks in Jakarta, managers usually give bonuses to employees that have high score for their performance in the customer comment card. Managers and retail employees are also measuring each other's performance by doing an observation of how their workmates doing at work. Then, second stages is to share the feedback with the employees. Company also provides a feedback, training, as well as a rewards to the employees. The feedback given is a 360-degree feedback, which means both lower and middle level managers give feedbacks to each other. At Starbucks, the 360-degree feedback has influenced the effectiveness of giving feedback to employees, as in one Starbucks store, there are only 9 to 10 people working. Therefore, they have tight relationship and does not mind giving feedback to improve each other's performance. Moreover, for reward or incentive, Starbucks give a bonus to employee who were given the Employee of the Month reward. Furthermore, if they made enough sales to reach their target, there will be no money cut from their salaries. However, if their sales are higher than the target, so the difference between the amount of their sales and the target will be their bonus, or we call it as incentive. And here is my references. That's all from my part. Thank you.
Performance management of Starbucks. Next, for my part, I would like to explain about the performance appraisal of Starbucks. Performance appraisal, which is performance management of Starbucks. There are a wide range of aspects or dimensions that determine an effective job performance for a barista. We decide to focus on the following dimensions and corresponding indicators. There are 4 dimensions, which is first, customer focus. Customer focus indicators is towards approach and treatment, waiting time, and cleaning. Second, result-oriented focus on result, waste of time, timely problem solving. Third, colleges dimension, which is build professional collaboration and support. And lastly is personal learning. The first explanation is about customer focus dimension. Since the barista is the Starbucks face waiting that the customer service, he or she needs to provide the most important aspect from which a barista must evaluate. In order to provide an effective customer service, a barista has to welcome all customers and treat them friendly, outgoing, and polite. They have to treat with regards and respect. They have to serve promptly and be responsive to customer needs and requests. Also need to improve if possible to make sure the satisfaction of customer. To be customer-oriented, a barista has to respond and clarify customer needs and also use their feedback in order to increase the quality of product and services. They need to make sure that customer will carry out efficiently and effectively to establish and maintain ongoing relationship with them. Next, for the second dimension is result-oriented. We choose this dimension because we believe that the final result is another important aspect to keep in mind when evaluating barista's job performance. The barista has to be result-oriented in the sense that he has to stay focused on result, obtaining them appropriately, and implementing the plan to increase sales. If possible, he has to anticipate customer needs simply looking at the customer that he or she is serving. For example, at a baby girl, a barista won't serve coffee. They have to know how to organize the work and figure out of the process to get things done. So they should also be punctual both in serving customer and coming at work on time. Third is about colleges dimension. This dimension is important in evaluating barista performance because they need to work in team. They are believed that Starbucks have their own strength of teamwork. In fact, a fundamental element is each of members plays an important role because they bring to the team different skills and knowledge. Therefore, everyone in that team can meet their needs for getting acquainted with different colleges and learn new skills from each other. A barista working in team has to enhance collaboration to reinforce relationships even with an outwork meeting. Besides that, the dimension is measured towards the product preparation. An aspect of product preparation is the serving size of a product. It is not only measure of quantity, but it also a measure of value for money. They also has to provide customer with the knowledge of Starbucks what ring product, making customer curious in testing new kind of products, and also has to be update of all new promotion in meet the company's sales goals. An average the time request to prepare 10 drinks in succession 75/66 seconds, but a very good target could be 65 seconds anyway. From the Wall Street Journal, barista say it can take anywhere from 30 seconds to a minute to make an espresso best drink. They have to seek support to accomplish tasks toward completion of goals. And last but not least, the dimension is measured by the personal learning dimensions. It also important to evaluate personal point of view. For this reason, we choose these subjective dimensions in order to have a global vision of how a good barista should be. A Starbucks barista has to learn quickly and embrace changes and suggestions given by the supervisor, colleagues, and customer. They should be able to learn how to make products efficiently in order to be ready for preparing and suggesting them. They are also have to seek improvement, analyze both success and failures, also can act on constructive feedback from which they can also get some opportunities to learn, even has to enter a potential uncomfortable situation such as a new job of assignment. There are also need to adapt various kinds of changes to maintain the organization.
Alright, so for my part, I will share with you guys about the procedure or guidelines in assuring an effective performance management system or program in Starbucks. So, let's get started. First thing first, recruitment. Recruiting is the process of developing a pool of qualified job applicants. In this type of program, Starbucks choose a method by divide the new staff into two sections, which are support center and retail. At the support center, career opportunities span wide range of function and department. The departments involve finance, information technology, supply chain, marketing, public relations, and human resource. While for the retailing, store managers and assistant store managers oversee the day-to-day operations of each Starbucks location. Also, store management positions offer a great career experience for professionals with previous experience on retail management or for barista who desire increased responsibility. And now we move to training. Training is developing skills, experience, and knowledge employees need to perform their jobs and improve their performance. The procedure in ensuring an effective performance management system or program. In this session, employees are taught about coffee and how to do well in pleasing the customers. The culture of Taba clearly states itself in 3 C's, which are coffee, connection, and culture. In the training program, employees are well trained to recognize coffee and they are taught to communicate well within the business. Furthermore, there is one more training every employee needs to be acquired within 80 working hours in Starbucks, which are mastering the knowledge of coffee well, sharing the knowledge of coffee with other people, knowing why Starbucks is the best, mastering coffee beans, types of coffee, additive, growth, region, baking, and packaging. Also, the right ways to smell and taste the coffee, and lastly, mastering how to describe the taste of coffee. Other than that, selection. Selection is the process of gathering information about job applicants to decide who should be offered a job. Starbucks will be thinking highly of applicants' quality. During this selection, to test the applicant question would be asked concerning to their liking of drinking coffee or not. Here, Starbucks will to find people who match their values of liking coffee. The studies also found there is a positive relationship between effective recruitment and selection process of the company and overall organizational performance. When organizations select employees who best match its requirement and have enough abilities to contribute to the overall success of the company, they can reduce their cost of employees development because they don't need to invest in employee training programs that cost a lot to their organizations. Moreover, regularly rating performance through summaries and reviews are the procedure in ensuring an effective the performance management programs. Performance appraisal, the process of assessing how well employees are doing their jobs. One of the ways Starbucks tries to improve this is by improving the measures with using as many performance objectives possible, which is the measures of performance that is easily and directly counted and quantified. Last but not least is reward, offering rewards and praise for good performance and addressing poor performance. Compensation is the financial and non-financial rewards that organizations reward employees in exchange of their work. In Starbucks, partners that work full-time or part-time, which is 20 hours or more per week, may participate in a variety of programs. Depending on job and personal situation, a partner's total pay package may include: first, insurance medical life. Starbucks offers partners the choice of medical coverage levels for medical, dental, and vision plans, as well as healthcare and dependent care reimbursement accounts, life insurance, disability, and accident coverage. Secondly, paid time off. Both non-retail and retail partners are eligible for paid vacation days, partner and family sick time, while salaried. Non-retail partners also receive 2 personal days per year. Starbucks also observe 7 paid holidays, during which retail hourly partners are paid 1.5 times their base hourly rate of pay for any hours worked on these holidays. After that, bonus, retirement saving plan, stock option and discounted stock purchase plan, emergency financial aid, and lastly, a free pound of coffee each week, which means a worker can have their coffee for free every week. So, that's all for my part. Thanks for watching. Bye!
As a conclusion, Starbucks is one of the best company in maintaining their employees, as they make their employees feel more secure and being priorities. They also take care of their employees, especially in the management. Their system that provide bring a lot of benefits to both parties, and the result can be seen through the performance. Next, a good team are the one who dedicated in produce the best work. It means they also provide creating and training the employees in to be more dedicated, as the best will be able to be a good leader. They make the right system, as the one who has been choosing to be the leader of the team is the right one based on their performance. Not only that, Starbucks priorities their quality. It means Starbucks also take care of their customer, as the quality being the first priority of them. They believe that the quality of the product are coming from a valuable employees. Other than that, together in creating experience. It means the organization are good enough, as the team are being together in order to creating the experience to the employees. They also will guide them until the target have been achieved. Last but not least, based on corporation structure, I believe that Starbucks is the highest standard in human resource management in the world. This is due to the how they handle the performance system as a big organization in the world. That's all from us. Thank you.